What is up, y'all? It is Eve Shadon, and I am back to show you how I was able to create this bomb blowout on my client Safia. So the first thing I'm going to do is shampoo her hair. And right now I'm just making sure I thoroughly rinse any leftover product from the past couple of weeks out of her hair with warm water. And then I'm going in with the Camille Rose Naturals Clean Rinse shampoo. Now I love this shampoo because it's a great clarifying treatment, but it also has a nice pepperminty feel. So it tingles your scalp. After not washing your hair for a few weeks, you know how your scalp gets a little itchy. And this does a great job at removing any product buildup without fully stripping your hair of any of its natural oils. But also it's strong enough to lift that buildup off. And like me, Safia actually suffers from a little bit of eczema around her hairline. So you'll see me go in a little bit and make sure I massage that product in, just to lift up some of that eczema buildup off of her hairline and make sure I got all of that excess product off. So I went in and shampooed her hair 3 times with the Clean Rinse shampoo. And yeah, you'll just see me shampoo it, I think, one more time. And I like to shampoo 3 times whenever I am getting ready to do a blowout, just to make sure my hair isn't oily or weighed down or anything before I actually go in and blow dry and flat iron it. Normally, if I'm wearing my hair in a natural style, just like 1 or 2 shampoos will do. But like I said, whenever I am getting ready to do a blowout, I do like to make sure that I shampoo enough just to get all of that excess oil off. And you'll see me running the shampoo down the length of her hair, something that I don't do to my natural hair. Like I said, just to make sure that there is no chance of my hair being oily and weighed down and flat, or her hair. So I'm rinsing this out with lukewarm water, and then I'm going in with the Camille Rose Naturals Soylicious Conditioner. Now I love this conditioner. I had a love-hate relationship with it in the beginning. I actually didn't like it at first because it didn't perform in the way that I expected conditioner to perform. But because it is soy based, it's kind of weird. It doesn't really coat your hair like a normal conditioner, but it does a great job at detangling your hair. So I applied a little bit of that and then went in with my Felicia leather whip brush and distributed evenly. And then I just let it sit in for a few minutes before I rinsed it out. I really didn't do a deep conditioner this time just because she takes really good care of her hair on her own. She does mostly wear it straight, but she takes a really good job taking care of her hair. So I didn't really have to do a heavy duty deep conditioning treatment because her hair was super moisturized, super soft, and super shiny. So I didn't really have a lot of work to do, with her hair, which is always great. So I'm rinsing that out with lukewarm water. Again, I really don't do the cool water rinses. I'll probably go lukewarm. That's the coldest I'll do, especially in the winter, because it's really dry and you don't want to close the cuticle of your hair too much to where you can't get a lot of moisture in. So once I rinse out her conditioner, I just squeeze the excess out, then I pin it up, and then I actually towel dry it or t-shirt dry it. If I towel dry, I usually use a microfiber towel. So now I'm going in with the Camille Rose Naturals Coconut Water Hydrating Elixir. I spray that and I am separating her hair into 4 sections. So going back in with my Felicia leather whip brush and combing that through and then separating it into the 4 sections, prepping for blow drying. And I just like to twist those sections out of the way, and then I'll start in the back. So what I'm going to be applying to blow dry is the new Camille Rose Naturals Spiked Bacuri styling foam. So back in the day when I first learned how to do hair, I actually used styling foam to blow dry my hair all the time. And then I kind of fell off of that because I found a lot of foams to be very, very heavy and made my hair really stiff. But this foam, y'all, I know it's not out yet, but this foam is so bomb. It's so hydrating that I can actually go back to applying foams before, blow drying or straightening my hair. I like to use foam because it helps make sure that all of my strands blow dry evenly and I don't have a lot of flyaways. It gives me a little bit of control without weighing my hair down. So I just applied a few pumps of that to that back section, and I'm just blow drying on high heat, high speed. I'm doing high heat because her hair was towel dried or t-shirt dried really well, so it didn't have a lot of excess moisture hanging on to it. It wasn't like dripping wet. So I'm just going in with this bomb brush, y'all. I use it for everything. I use it to detangle, to blow dry, to anything. Sometimes I even use it to pick. It's really hard to describe, but I use it to pick sometimes, to fluff my twist outs. But I'm using that to go in, blow dry her hair. And this actually took the longest. It probably took me about 25 minutes to blow dry her hair. Another thing the foam does, it helps, to me, decrease blow drying time. I don't know why. I don't know the science behind it, but it usually allows me to blow dry hair a little bit faster. So I'm going in with that, just making sure that her hair is nice and dried completely from root to tip before I go in with a flat iron, because of course you do not want to flat iron damp hair. And her hair, since she takes really good care of it and it's nice and hydrated, it's actually not hard to blow dry her hair, and her hair blow dries pretty straight. So it's just super, super thick. And can y'all believe she just had a baby, and she says she had postpartum shedding, which of course you can probably tell a little bit in the front, but look at how thick her hair is. Like, oh my goodness. So the first thing I'm going to do is split her hair into 3 sections. So one on either side in the front, and then I just do the whole back half of her hair. So I make sure that I cleanly define those parts, just because I don't like to cause any snags or tangles with the flat iron. So I clip those parts away from the section that I am working on. So I'm going to start working on the back. And it's been a few months since her last trim, but her ends are actually really, really great. So I don't have to worry about trying to trim those. Now with her hair in the back and around the perimeter, I like to use a smaller flat iron. And there's really no heat setting on this. It's just on or off. So I just flat iron around her perimeter, and then I go in with my larger flat iron, and I flat iron on 350. And you'll see I go in at the root like twice, and then I insert my comb underneath it, and then I'll just follow it through with the flat iron. So I use the chasing method. And in the back, I actually split her hair down the middle into 2 sections, and then I just did each half. So I'm hitting the root twice, and then I just use the chasing method to go down the rest of the length of her hair. Now she does like curls in her hair, so I go through and just flat iron straight all of her hair, and then I'll go back and insert some curls in bigger sections, because I really don't feel the need to curl the sections that I'm flat ironing right now because they're so small. They're about like a 1/2 to 1 inch section, so I don't really feel the need to make that many curls into her head. So I'm just going to go in and flat iron each section. And because I applied the foam, and I did apply a heat protectant, which I didn't do that on camera, but I used the Chi Keratin heat protectant. I used a little bit of that. So because I used that, I really didn't have to do too much when it came to applying more product before I flat iron. So I'm just going to finish it, and you'll see how much shine she has in her hair. Like, I know I keep saying that, but I wish, like, this is her natural hair color. Her hair is so thick, so healthy, and so shiny. And her haircut looks bomb. I think she said she got it cut in September. And it just looks so good. Like, look at this. Her hair is so freaking thick. You can't even see her scalp. Like, I can't even. Oh my goodness. And her hair grows really fast too, because I remember her hair being short like a few months ago, but of course look at the length now. So like I said, I go around the perimeter of her hair with a smaller flat iron just to get her edges, and then I go in with my larger flat iron into 1/2 inch or 1 inch sections and flat iron. So this is going to be the last section. I've already flat ironed the front right half of her hair. So you'll just see, and she does have a tiny bit of shedding around her edges. So I recommended some oils to put there just to help with dryness. And like I said, she does have eczema like I do around my hairline. So we have like little flaky patches. So I just recommended some oils to her that will help with that. So now I'm going to go in and split her hair right down the middle and go in to larger sections, probably about 2-inch sections, and go in with my flat iron and just create some curls. Now, I'm not creating curls for curl's sake. I'm creating curls for a body. So you'll see me flip the flat iron right at the root. So it kind of lifts the root of the hair and give her more body. And so I'm just going to go in those sections, flipping the flat iron, not really like curling or anything, just flipping away from her face to give, you know, a little bit of curl, a little bit of body. And I'm just going to finish that up. And I feel like the more that I look at her hair, the shinier it gets, because it just looks even more shinier right now. So you'll see once I finish up with this section, I just move on to the right side. And again, I flip away from the face to create more curl. And then I usually go in with a brush and comb the hair through. Since I'm not curling the hair for the curls, I'm curling it for body. But it was pretty late at night and she was getting ready to go home and wrap it anyway. So I just ran my fingers through it, separated the curls a little bit, got a few slow-mo shots of her hair, a few pictures, and then she was good to go. And y'all, she drove like an hour to see me, like so far. Really appreciate her. But yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share and comment down below.